Hey guys, David here with Northwest Outdoor Adventures, and today we're doing something kind of cool. So I got the new GoPro Hero 8 Black Edition, and I'm going to compare it to some other cameras that I have. So we're going to compare it against the Hero 6, which is what I used to use, as well as the DJI Osmo Pocket, the world's smallest 3-axis gimbal. So right now I'm currently filming this on the GoPro, so what you're seeing here is 4K at 60 FPS with the wide mode enabled for the lens on this GoPro Hero 8 Black Edition. So I'm gonna not dive into all the specs and everything that's new versus the Hero 7 and things like that. So this is gonna primarily just be focused on, this from a running perspective. So how this action camera really does out in the woods, on the trails and things like that, for how I would typically use it and how most of the people that I think watch my videos would typically use this. So this would just be, filming some cool shots out on the trail, kind of holding it selfie style as you're running on the trail. And the main things that I'm looking for, especially as it compares to the DJI Osmo Pocket, is how well that stabilization does. So they did add a new mode, so the boost mode to their hyper smooth kind of image stabilization software. And so I'm going to test that out, especially against the Osmo Pocket, and see how it does. And then, yeah, we'll take some other looks at the main functions that I would use within the camera. So let's just start by looking at the 1080p at 60 FPS first, since that's a very common format that people shoot in. We'll take a look at that, and then we'll move to the 4K. So let's start. All right, so here we have 1080p at 120 frames per second. And this time we have the boost enabled, so it should be super smooth. About to go up a hill here. Let's just run up it. And yeah, hopefully this isn't too shaky. The stabilization should be better for this than it is for the 4K. So this is, yeah, one of the two options I'd probably shoot with, either this or at 60 FPS at 1080p or the 4K option. So we will see. Hopefully this looks all right. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So it's not too windy here, but I am running and I'm out of breath. And so, yeah, the audio quality I know on the last one that I had, pretty poor. So we'll see how it looks here. All right, so this is 120 frames per second at 1080p. And this is the super view. So this is the widest angle lens option that you have. However, you cannot use the boost with this. So that's really unfortunate. So we'll see how shaky it is. Let's go ahead and start running here, see how bad it is compared to the other views, and let's go ahead and turn around. We're running down a hill. Oh God. All right. All right, so here's a nice little test. So this is at 4K with 60 frames per second. And yeah, this is probably what I would shoot in most of the time, or 1080p at 60 FPS. We'll try both of those. But yeah, this is kind of the standard setup. Hopefully it looks all right. It's kind of dark here, coming into some sunlight right into my face. But yeah. And so let's see. Now I'm starting to run. We'll see how shaky that is and how jarring. Hopefully not too bad. And yeah. All right, so that's kind of all the footage that I put together. And now just kind of in summary, I think in general, I really like it. So I think it compares really well to the DJI Osmo Pocket. And then it has a much smaller footprint. It's much easier to carry with you out on the trails. Price point, you know, this is very similar. And of course, it's got a better waterproof rating. So, I mean, all of those things combined, plus, you know, it's got the GoPro accessories and things like that that I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, in December. So overall, I think this is a big winner for me. I think this is going to be, you know, probably the only camera aside from my phone that I bring with me out on the trails. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to see, you know, how this performs over the next couple months. And yeah, I may do a follow-up video if, you know, I get another action camera or something like that. But for the most part, yeah, I think I'm pretty excited, and I would definitely recommend this if this is something that you're looking to, you know, shoot video out on the trails with. Yeah, if you guys have also used this, you know, drop some comments below and let me know how you used it, how it works for you, if you liked it, if there's anything you found annoying with it. So far, I don't really have any gripes. I mean, we'll see. Of course, you know, they did remove the option, you know, to swap lenses and things like that if they do break. So yeah, there are some differences between the 7, but again, there's a bunch of videos out there that are going to do a much better job than I'll do of comparing those things, and you can find those all over YouTube. So that's pretty much it. That wraps up the video. If you have any questions or anything like that, let me know. And yeah, I may or may not answer them. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys out on the trails.